Hello students, the following are Chapter 2 key points. This will help you prepare for your quiz. In order for an act or omission, meaning failure to act, to be a crime, the two things which must exist are A valid statute declaring the act or failure to act to be a crime, and B, a penalty must be provided for a violation of that statute. Language required in criminal statutes are A, must be written in English language, and B, must be clear and definite. If vague, the law is considered unconstitutional. When two laws punish exactly the same act or omission as crimes, and they are in conflict, the one latest in time, in other words, passed most recently, takes precedent. That's the one we follow. The following words as defined in penal code are corruptly, which means wrongfully taking advantage of another. Nighttime, this is the period between sunset and sunrise. Process is a writ or summons issued by the court. Okay, let's look at point 5. A felony is any crime punishable with death or imprisonment in a state prison. All other crimes are misdemeanors or infractions. 6. The two major differences between misdemeanor and infractions are A, an infraction can be punished by a fine only, and B, the defendant is not entitled to a jury trial as he is in a misdemeanor offense. Point 7. If a defendant is convicted of burglary, Penal Code 459, a felony, and is sentenced to the county jail, he may be convicted of either a misdemeanor or a felony, since the second-degree burglary is now punishable as a jail sentence. In other words, it's a wobbler. It could be a misdemeanor or a felony. So what we're saying here is, if the defendant is sentenced to jail, then he's convicted of a misdemeanor. If he's sentenced to state prison, he would be convicted of a felony. Point 8. The punishment for petty theft with a prior conviction is state prison. Point 9. Relevant evidence may no longer be excluded on a state technicality if it meets the federal standard. Protection of public may now be considered by the judge in setting bail. Prior convictions, whether adult or juvenile, may be used without limitation for purposes of impeachment or penalty enhancement. D. When a prior felony conviction is an element of any offense, it shall be proven to the trier of fact, judge or jury, that there was a prior conviction. E. The defense of diminished capacity is abolished as a defense. F. The right-wrong McNaughton rule was reestablished as the test for insanity. This is what we use in California, the McNaughton rule. G. A 5-year penalty enhancement was added for convictions of serious felonies as defined in Penal Code Section 1192.7 if the defendant had been previously convicted of such a serious felony. H. The victim of any crime or next of kin, if the victim is dead, has the right to attend all phases of a defendant's trial and to testify at any sentencing proceeding to express his or her views on the crime. Plea bargaining in any case involving a serious felony is prohibited. Crime victim is defined as any person who suffers loss as a result of criminal activity. 10. A lesser included offense. Several more serious crimes, such as ADW, assault with a deadly weapon, include the elements of a lesser offenses, such as simple assault in an ADW. Battery would be another one. Assault is a lesser included offense of a battery. We'll discuss this in an upcoming chapter. A defendant can be convicted of a lesser included offense even if not charged with it initially. For now, that's all she wrote.